HM Line Sports Studios. I'm Jack Dolgen alongside my tag team partner, Teddy Drucker.
Jack, it is a pleasure to be back with the HM Line Support family. We have a jam-packed episode for you coming up today with the likes of basketball,
Wrestling,
fencing,
swimming,
and unparalleled insight from our resident squash expert, Nick Berger.
So what are you waiting for? Because all that and more is coming up right about now.
Yeah, that's right. We've got brownies. It's HM Swimming taking on Poly Prep. And as good as those babies were, the 100-meter breaststroke team was even better. That's Ryan Bliss on your right and Yang Fei on your left. The 1-2 punch finishing, well, 1-2. Meanwhile, this is girls 200 IM relay. Horseman was trailing at the beginning, but no need to worry. They've got someone by the name of Stephanie Tilniak, the freshman. Watch as she comes all the way back and takes a lead on the butterfly, setting up Carly Amon on the last stroke. She's on your left right here, and she would cruise to victory. Lizzie Rosenblatt, though, tell us the significance.
Lizzie, what just happened?
We just beat the Horseman relay record!
How does it feel?
Not too shabby, girls. However, Horseman lost a number of close races. You can see here Polly finishing 1-2. Lizzie here just behind Poly Prep finishing in second place. Now we go to the 50-meter freestyle, Polly finishing 1-2. And same thing for the girls. Horseman was just a hair behind Poly Prep, and thus the girls lost to Poly on the day. However, for the boys, it was a whole different story. They were trailing, but there was a given scenario for them to tie. They needed to finish 1-2 here and then 1-3 in the next race. So for this race, they get first place, but check it on your right. That's Dante Kulik barely finishing ahead of Poly Prep. He pulls it off. Horseman obviously pumped. Check out Dante and Alex Fine and Jeff Clark doing his thing as well, giving some moral support. Let's go back to the instant replay. You can see Dante Kulik pulled a Michael Phelps, finishing by a matter of milliseconds. However, like I said before, Horseman needed to finish 1-3 here to tie, or even 1-2 to win. And you see that person in lane number 2 about to win? That's Poly Prep, not Horseman. Poly would go on and win the race and thus beat Horseman in the meet.
So, Amy Hood, Lizzie Rosenblatt, you guys obviously lost today's race, but overall, satisfied with the performance?
I think we did the best we could have done today. I think, with swim trips so close to the beginning of school, a lot of people are really overworked. We've been training our hardest. A lot of people are sick, but I think we didn't let that become an excuse for us today, and I think everyone worked their very hardest. And I think we saw a lot of good races, so I'm really proud of our team.
Yeah, today I know multiple people on the team broke their personal records, which in swimming is really one of the most important things.
This could be a little while.
It's also about beating your individual goals and doing well for yourself, and also
Lizzie, come on, wrap it up.
really close races and really close.
Secretary General Lizzie Rosenblatt has clearly learned the basic principle of Model UN. There is no better sound than that of your own voice.
The Ivy Championships, where we can do better than we have in previous years and bump up our team score.
Horseman Squash taking on their Ivy League rival, Poly Prep. Let's head to the court. It's Horseman's Greg Song here with the winner. However, Poly Prep would go on to win the match 3-1. HM sophomore Grant Ackerman here with a nice winner. He went down 2-0, came back, made it 2-2. However, he would lose in the 5th game of the match. HM captain Evan Hahn with a nice shot to the top right corner, just out of the reach of his Poly Prep opponent. He would win his match 3-1. Here he is once again with a nice shot to the back corner, out of the reach of his opponent. Harris Drew Brees title bound with a beautiful winner just above the boundary line. Harris will hit an almost identical shot from a few feet further back. Freshman phenom Luke Park would destroy his opponent 3-0. Senior Tyler Finkelstein would have a beautiful winner to the bottom left of the court. He would go on to win his match 3-1. The meet would all come down to this: Horseman 3 matches, Poly Prep 3 matches, battle of number 1s. The stage was set for Pearson Broadwater, who brought his A game. He would win the match 3 games to 1, as he was just too hot to handle for Poly Prep.
Let's head back to the hardwood. It's the Horseman Lions taking on the Hackley Hornets. And check out Bernie Rollins coming out of nowhere. He puts it in and one. Nice play. Back the other way, though. It's the Hackley Hornets down low with the easy bunny. This game was swinging back and forth for most of the first half. Hackley also showing off that outside range. But this is Ben Fox with the strip. He looks up and finds Bernie Rollins, who finishes with 2 of his 16 points on the day. Hackley, though, just could not buy a bucket. They shot 21% from the field. Good defense, bad offense, you be the judge. But this, in the closing ticks of the first half, is Bernie Rollins from the parking lot. He gets it to go. And Horseman would not look back after that, put them in the lead. Mike led into Kostabajevic with the pocket rocket. Kostabajevic once again? Yes, sir. He scored 13 points and helped Horseman cruise to a 33-24 victory over Hackley.
To the fencing floor we go, where Roger Golub doing his best to pump up the Horseman fencing squad, taking on Riverdale. And we start off the action with Thomas Ang, and well, his emotions speak for himself. He did his best to contribute to Horseman's win against Riverdale in this fencing match, as he just was dominant in all aspects of his fencing game. Then here we see Roger Golub also doing his part to help out the squad, as he is the motivational leader on and off of the floor. We also see here Rachel Ha contributing to the action as she does her part. Everyone just chipped in to the best that they could. Diana Lee, she can take home the gold as well. Now to the most critical point of the match, where Rob Holtz in the do-or-die situation right here. That jab puts him up 4-2. And now we see him doing the moonwalk or something, but it does not prevail, as he then is in dire straits. It is a 4-4 game, and now Rob takes it home for Horace Mann, and then to his senior compadre, Troy Saprell, who put his finishing touches on the match, and Horace Mann would take it against Riverdale.
Last up, it's Horseman Wrestling taking on Putnam Valley, Eagle Academy, and Curtis. And this is Max Futterman, the junior, with the takedown. He would go on and win his match. Now we've got the senior and state champion, Matt Russo, with the throwdown on his opponent. Matt would ultimately get the pin. Just another day in the life. Lastly, it's another junior, Brian Chen, picking his opponent up and doing a slam dunk. But not once, but twice, almost like an optical illusion. He would help Horseman fend off 2 of the opponents, although they would ultimately lose to Curtis.